everyone. Myself Varshni, and here is my course on the Azure Data Engineering. So this course is curated for 45 days, and it is useful for freshers as well as some developers who are working currently in some QA or manual testing or any other tech stack and wanted to move to the cloud platform. Okay, so and about coming to myself, like I have graduated from NIT Raipur in computer science branch, and post that have worked in one of the MNCs where I worked extensively on Snowflake and machine learning, NLP, and like end-to-end software development life cycle. And post that, currently I'm working as a senior data engineer in one of the Indian startups, so where I generally work and interact with clients, and we work on moving the data from various sources, whether it is on premise or cloud, to the Azure cloud platform using the Azure services, Azure Data Factory, Databricks, Logic Apps, and whatnot, right? So my day-to-day activities include, like, where I have a team of few people where I lead them or work with them to accomplish the required task, and I have good knowledge on optimizing and enhancing the ETL pipelines, whether I mean both cost as well as time. So, and also besides this, like, I'm also a bit passionate about teaching. So where I was thinking, like, how can I do give my best and share my knowledge. So that is the reason where I have curated a course especially for Azure Data Engineering, where I'm looking forward to share my knowledge to all the young minds, right? And also at the same time, I'm also ready, open to learn from the um, young people, right? And saying all that, so let us go and go through, like, what is data engineering and why it is booming, right? I mean, what is the importance of data engineering, right? So you might have heard about AI and machine learning, right? Which is I mean, nowadays it is has become common, and people, even a small kid, starts using or saying, Alexa, bring my phone, Alexa, play a song for me, right? So that is something which is very common nowadays. So so whenever you heard about AI, you should also know that, if a I mean to facilitate some, because AI needs some clean and structured data. To facilitate this clean and structured data, where you need data engineers. I mean, it is the role of the data engineers who work with collect the data from various sources, whether it is structured or unstructured, and make clean and transform them as per the business, and they pass it on to the AI ML models, or it can be a Power BI dashboard, right, where the business team can take informative decisions. So that is the key role of the data engineer. So can proudly say that data engineers are very much required currently in the market. So having this course will uh, help you upskill and have that knowledge to build some cost effective and optimized ETL pipelines on the Azure services, right? And this will also lead to improve or climb the ladder of your career, right? You can start as Azure data engineer and also go or explore about cloud architect, and you can also do some certifications related to Azure, where Microsoft provides a very good extensive documents, as well as there are many certifications related to each and every stream. So you can do those certifications and you can enhance your career as well, right? So saying all that, and you will have in current market. So the data engineers has a good market, and if you at least go through the course which I would be teaching, right? So I'm sure that you will have the knowledge to crack the interview for the basic data engineer role, right? And there from there on you can just explore, and once you have some experience you can just go or look for other options like I mean there are many roles, right? Based on your interest you can go as Azure DevOps engineer or data analyst, or you can work on the Power BI side. So it all depends on your interest and your career goals. Okay, then and also not only this, data engineering is not something like a black box, because it is a low code platform. So anyone without any coding knowledge or as well, they can easily come into this data engineering. But one should have definitely a good problem solving and logical skills. So and so whoever um, has good problem solving and logical skills, I say that like it is easily, we can easily excel in this role. Okay, and coming to the day-to-day activities of a data engineer, typically you may have something like build some Azure Data Factory pipelines to fetch the data from some sources, like let's say an API, or it can be a CSV file, or it can be some SQL server, right, which is on premise, or it may be on cloud. So the day-to-day typical role would be like creating the ETL pipelines, or migrating the data from one location to another, right, and push it, I mean fetching the data from on premise to cloud, and or cleaning them, and transforming the data, and or aggregating the data, and like or sharing with the analytics team to build some powerful Power BI dashboards, right? Nowadays Databricks also supports the inbuilt dashboard, so that's also a very good one. So I mean, on day-to-day basis, you use Azure Data Factory, Databricks, and in Databricks, you write a little bit of code in SQL and Python, which you call it as PySpark, right? And whoever has some or might have worked on I mean like some Python or Jupyter or Spider, so you know, right, where you will install the Anaconda or Spider application onto your system, and you might have faced the scenario like where your system gets hanged completely while running some complex codes or logic or something, right? But that's not the case with Databricks, because Azure Databricks is something, it consists of notebooks similar to Python notebooks which you see in Jupyter or Spider, but the underlying compute or infrastructure, everything is on the cloud. So when I say cloud, something you can say think like it is something you are renting those services or that infra or that compute structure. So nothing you need not to worry, just you will focus on writing the code, and everything the Azure platform will take care of the compute and maintenance and security and everything. Okay, so we will deep dive into all these topics slowly. Okay, but what I can say is I mean this is, I mean just don't get confused or anything, but my suggestion for any newcomers, freshers, or anyone who wanted to upskill themselves, they upskill themselves, right? So what I say is, first focus on your work, not the outcome, because I wanted to quote here the quote from Bhagavad Gita, which says that Karmanye vadhikaraste phaleshou kada chana. So it's a great saying, right? So what it says is, you focus on your work, not the result, right? Result will automatically, it will follow. Okay, and trust me, as I said, that data engineering is a has very good scope over the years. So I don't think like, I think you are coming to the right place. So the only thing which I request from you is your time, dedication, and focus and consistency. That's it, right? And if you take any new a person's, sorry, I mean any um, in, like big people, right? If you see them, let's say, right, Virat Kohli, I think everyone knows him, right? But how he has become or reached that position, right? It's not just a one day task. I mean, he has um, a belief in himself and the hard work, which is something like he paid or focused over, practiced over years, irrespective of the success, right? So that consistency is something which we have to learn. Okay. And so I have already covered, like, in and like, a brief. I have given all you already a brief key how what we will do on this course, right? And I mean, what you will achieve through this course. Like, you will, at the end of this course, you can see someone in a position, like, to answer any questions or crack any interview related to the Azure data engineering or any kind of basic role for in Azure services, right? And by the end of this course, you will also have a good project in your hand which you can put on your resume, right? And you will also have a good hands-on experience, because this course mostly deals with like, through hands-on practice. So you will also well equipped with the hands-on things, because generally what happens is, right, some people may think that they will just read some blogs or something, or some details somewhere from the YouTube channel or somewhere, and they will just try to switch. But that won't work, because the interviewer is also very smart. So they will not ask the theoretical questions. They will generally focus on the basic things, like, they can ask, like, how the Azure portal looks like, and on the Azure data factory, the UI, how the UI looks, and what are the different on UI, what are the different options available, right? So these basic things they will try to ask, and judge that whether you have good hands-on experience or not, right? So considering that, so this course will help you to have that basic hands-on knowledge and be prepared for an uh, to a Azure data engineer interview. Okay, and if required, I will share you the detailed course structure on for each day of this 45 days, right? But on a high level, you will cover on week one, you will have the Azure basics, and on week two, we will focus on slowly move to Azure Data Factory, and on week three, we can go to Azure Databricks, right? And week 5 and 6, it's more about integrating the Azure Data Factory, Databricks, Logic Apps, and building an end-to-end project. So this is how the course is curated. Okay. And coming to the last slide, what I mean, as I have already clearly mentioned, so I say that I request everyone, either a fresher or who is into even in third year or something of the your BTech. So I request strongly to take this course and go through it, and definitely you will uh, stand up out of the crowd once you are done with this course, and you will have good good project in your hand. You will also have some hands-on knowledge on the Azure services, right? And you will also have all the basic idea to crack an Azure data engineer interview. Okay. Yeah, that's all from my side. So like, if for any questions or anything, please do reach out. You can reach out to me on my LinkedIn, which is I have shared here, that is on my name, Varshini Aluwala.